Hi, this is Jesse, and this is part 2 of Eat, Think, Move. Eat, Think, Move is the philosophy of the Prana Kitchen. It's the essence of what this channel is all about. I believe that what we eat and what we think about and how often we move plays a huge role in the quality of our life. In the first video, I talked about why I place so much importance on food, how it plays such a huge role in our energy, how it contributes to our mental, emotional, and physical well-being. I see our meals as an opportunity to experience a deep sense of gratitude that we're alive and that we're here on this planet one more day. In this video, I want to talk about thinking, and that is, what do we think about on a regular basis? What are the thought patterns that show up in our lives over and over and over? Our thoughts can either motivate us and inspire us, or they can hold us back. They can move us closer towards our goals and our vision, or they can stand in the way. For a long, long time, I was a very negative person, and I wasn't aware of it, but I would often think that I wasn't good enough. I would constantly compare myself to other people and not think that I was where I needed to be. I would think that I wasn't as successful as I should be because I saw other people that were more successful. This pattern of constantly comparing myself to others was leading me nowhere. It was making me feel unhappy, unfulfilled, depressed, and it was really, really, really hard to like who I was, constantly comparing myself to other people. Now, this really began to change when I went through my first coach training program. I started to understand how to communicate more effectively to other people, which resulted in me being able to communicate more effectively with myself. I started noticing the self-talk that I was having on a regular basis, the inner dialogue that would show up. How, if I was in the gym, I would instantly notice how other people were stronger than me or more attractive than me, rather than thinking about how those people could be a source of inspiration to continue showing up at the gym on a regular basis. I started asking myself questions. Asking a question is a very powerful way to communicate with a client when I'm coaching someone, because I can get to the origin of why it is that they believe something and maybe give them some insight or perspective to think about whatever it is that's showing up in their life in a different way. I started doing that for myself. Why is it that you're constantly comparing yourself to others? Why is it that you feel like you need more things in life to be happy? I started digging deeper and deeper and asking myself more questions and realizing that I had just built up all these beliefs that weren't serving me. Now, we're only here on this planet for a limited amount of time, so we might as well think about things that inspire us. Think about things that bring us closer towards our fullest potential. And I believe this all begins with bringing awareness to what it is that we think about, and then starting to connect the dots. If you want something in life, if you want to experience a deep, meaningful relationship or a fulfilling career, identify the pieces that will bring you there. What kind of person do you need to be deeply connected to your partner? Is it being more vulnerable? Being more open? Is it being more present? In your career, do you need to put more effort and ambition in? Do you need to sit down and really analyze whether it's money that's going to make you happy or doing something that really brings you alive with your creative passion? Asking ourselves questions on a regular basis can get us to a place where we're more aware of what it is that we want in life in general. I started asking myself, when I was getting interested in food, what do I want food that I eat to do for my body? Well, I want it to nourish me on a cellular level. I want it to give me energy. I want it to be sustainably harvested or grown. I want it to have a quality source. And that made me start making more conscious choices. I started noticing how I didn't like myself. And this was a really hard thing to face. And I didn't like myself because I wasn't being honest with myself. For the longest time, I thought, you need lots of money to be happy. You need lots of money to be attractive. And I didn't like that. And I was resisting that belief because it wasn't a true belief that I actually had. What I believe will make me happy is being an authentic person, a compassionate person, being someone who's open-minded and always constantly wanting to learn and grow from others. And there was a moment where I thought, I have everything that I need to be the kind of person that I want to be. It's a matter of being present, learning from those around me, because I believe that every single person we encounter in life has something to share with us, some sort of information that we can take and integrate into our own lives and grow. Every day is an opportunity to continue awakening to our true nature and what it is life is all about. I believe that life is about tapping into the present moment and bringing forth our passion and creativity and being present and noticing what's been holding us back. What are the thought processes that you have that hold you back? And becoming aware of those and then moving forward, moving past them. I know for the longest time I thought, how do I stop thinking negative thoughts? They just happen. They're automatic. If I see something, it triggers a thought. If I watch a video, it triggers a thought. If I look in a magazine. But the more I started asking myself about those thoughts, what does that mean? What does it mean that I don't think I'm good enough? Well, it probably means that I've never taken the time to appreciate where I'm currently at in life. Until we appreciate who we are, we can't move forward into becoming an even better version of ourselves, because we're constantly evaluating who we are and who we think we should be. Who we are is in this current moment. It's not in the future, it's not in the past. There's probably things in our past that we're not proud of, that we wish we could have done differently. I know that's the case for me, but I moved past it and I realized the past doesn't define me. This current moment defines me, and how I choose to show up right now is what's really gonna make a difference in my life. And then that'll begin to shape my future, but that's not where I am. Where I am is right now. And the thoughts that we have are in this moment. And the more I became aware of what I was thinking, the more I was able to shift my perspective and think about different things and start asking myself, what's another way of looking at that? What's another way you could see things? And I realized there's all sorts of lenses that we can perceive the world through, and some of them are much more enjoyable to look through than others. And it's just a matter of taking the time and recognizing that you might not be thinking in a way that serves you. I say eat, think, move, because eating nutritious food impacts our mind and our body. I say think about what matters, because our thoughts impact our mind and our body. And in the last video, I'll talk about movement and exploring the different types of movement and what it really means, not to just move in the physical sense, but what it means to move closer and closer towards your goals and your vision in life and your greatest potential. If you've liked this video, if you liked what I had to say, please like the video. If I've inspired you, please comment, and please watch the third video where I integrate how all these things are ultimately just a metaphor for the mind, the body, and the spirit, and aligning those three things so we can experience alignment and connection on a regular basis.